What's up, fight fans? This is Counterpunch with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Iron Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson said he vows to continue his exhibition warriorship, okay? And this is what he had to say, quote, "Yes, absolutely, I'm ready. It'll be better this time." He said it was interesting. I felt really good. I felt confident. I felt that I could do it again. He said we started Legends Only League, and it's really interesting. Once I announced that I was going to do my exhibition, everybody, all these other athletes, all wanted to get involved in some way. Our first show was a record breaker. Now everyone's interested in being involved with our whole organization, Mike Tyson said. Now, let me stop there. It was record breaking. I think another thing was also that the fight wasn't as expensive as normal fights. And I think they got success with that. And I think what could happen, America could learn from Mike Tyson again. See, it was only $50. It's not 75 to 100. 50 people can deal with. You can get two guys together and they can put 25 down on a fight, and there you go. Let's order it. You know what I mean? That's not like, hey, let's get that other guy. We need at least 3 to 4 people to put up $25. You know what I mean? Because a pay-per-view is $100. It's crazy, right? For a gambling undercard and main event, because we don't know how good the fights are going to know. You don't know that until you watch the shit. But if it sucks, you've already paid for it. Okay, so I think that was a factor. Mike Tyson, he looked okay. He looked okay for a 54-year-old man. He says he wants to be better this time. Obviously, me counterpunching to Mike Tyson, I think he wants to look even better because I know there was times that there's things that he could improve on. Okay, and I don't blame him. You know, I think he was going very well at the first beginning. He was looking ripped and cut up. But then if you notice the weigh-in, he looked like he had a gut a little bit, like he started eating. So I don't know. I don't know what was. Maybe it's this podcast, because Mike has a lot of stuff. Then he's doing he's making a weed farm paradise resort and stuff like that. So he has his head in a lot of different things. So maybe that was a distraction when you get in the ring, because when you want to fight, nothing from the outside influence could really or should ever come in the way of your training and your focus. Okay, you don't believe me? Ask Roy Jones Jr., Lennox Lewis, Rampage Jackson, even. Okay, all of these guys lost and were involved in bigger films and in show business. And then they went on to do or to have a shitty performance afterwards. Why? Because they weren't focused. You know, their time was being shared in between like Showtime or show business and all that good stuff. So I don't think that they had the proper time. So this may be something that Mike, if he's going to do that and he wants to get better, I think that's what could help Mike. Do we love to see Mike Tyson fight? Yeah, hell yeah. Let's say he knocks out one of those guys in the Legend Only League. In these Legends Only, he could knock somebody out, you know. But I'm glad, you know, it is a Legends Only. It is people that fit a certain criteria. There's nobody like in their 30s, 24 years, you know, younger. It's just not fair at all. It's not fair to Mike. You know, now could he hold his own? Maybe, but why would you want to see something with that type of a disadvantage? That's just like having a one-armed man fight a guy. He could fight a guy with one arm, fight versus a guy with 2 free hands. But why would he want to? How is that fair, right? So I think the same thing applies to Mike, because yes, Mike could beat the shit out of somebody and people would love it and they would cheer and all that shit. But at the end of the day, he could be beat up and nobody wants to see that. You know, real talk, you know, but it's good to know that Mike Tyson's going to continue with these exhibitions. It's exciting to him. It brings a fire back at him. It gives him something to focus and motivate yourself on. You know, if it looks like a duck, it talks like a duck, quacks like a duck, more than likely it's a duck, baby. And Mike Tyson is a fighter. So that's what he knows. And that's what he's going to do. So I salute Mike Tyson in his Legends Only League. I wish him the best. I hope he brings us exciting fights, hopefully a couple knockouts. I think it would be great. You know what I mean? Especially the Legends Only. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Mike Tyson vowing to continue his warriorship in the ring. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.